Now, in most countries, after graduating from the university, you can just go get a job in your area of specialization. However, in Nigeria, you can't do that. After graduating, you have to go for a 1-year compulsory government program called NYSC. Now, a lady named Titi, after graduating, signed up for this NYSC program. And while serving, she decided to, start up a small business by the side, something that she can be using to support herself. And the one business that caught her eye was selling nightwear. And so this was how Titi began this nightwear business. She would go to the market, purchase nightwear, and then head over to social media platforms like TikTok to sell them. Whenever people placed orders for her nightwears, she would deliver them using a dispatch service. This was how Titi operated her business while doing her NYSC program. And, everything seemed to be going smoothly for her. Until one day. On that day, which happened to be on April 15, 2025, Titi went to a store to purchase and register a new SIM card. Her plan was to put the SIM card inside her MiFi so that she could use it in accessing the internet. So, after purchasing the SIM, she went back home and began using it without any problem. Now, 6 months later, Titi got a message from a customer as usual. The customer told her he saw one of her nightgowns on TikTok and he would love to purchase it. Titi and this customer agreed on the price, and then the customer requested for Titi to deliver the nightgown at a junction. Now, normally, Titi would have rejected this delivery method because, as I said earlier, she uses a dispatch. However, this particular junction the customer requested happens to be a junction not too far from where Titi lives. So, because of that, Titi decided to deliver the nightgown herself. At least that way, she would even save money instead of spending it on the dispatch. So, this was how Titi headed out to deliver the goods. But, you see, on arriving at the junction, Titi did not meet the said customer she had been speaking to. Instead, she met armed police officers who were waiting for her at that junction. Before she could say a word, they handcuffed her, arrested her, and took her to the station. When she asked them what her offense was, the reply she got was kidnapping. You see, in January 2024, 1.5 years ago, a man who I would call SK was kidnapped by a criminal gang. This criminal gang then contacted SK's family and requested for 50 million naira in exchange for SK's freedom. Now, somehow, SK's family were able to run around, borrow, and they were able to raise this money and then paid the 50 million naira to the gang. Now, after receiving this payment, instead of this gang to release SK, they ended him and then fled. So, ever since that day, the police have been searching for this criminal gang. The only thing they had was the number the gang used to contact SK's family. So, they've been tracking this number, they've tried their best to find this gangman using this number, but they couldn't. The number was deactivated somehow, perhaps by the gunmen themselves. Now, in the Nigerian telecommunication space, if a particular phone number has been inactive or deactivated for a long period of time, that number will eventually be reintroduced into the number market and resold. And that's exactly what happened here. After those gunmen left the SIM card deactivated for a long period of time, the service company in charge of it put it out for sale again. And guess the person that bought that particular SIM card? It was Titi. The time she went to buy a SIM card for her MiFi, she bought the exact same SIM card that those kidnappers used, and as she was using it again, I think the police received a notification, and this was how they began tracking her, thinking she was part of the gunmen from 1.5 years ago. So one of the police officers pretended as if he's a customer, messaged Titi, told her he wanted to purchase the nightgown and every. So by the time Titi got to the junction to deliver this nightgown, she met the police officers. It was a sting operation. So after the arrest, the police almost threw Titi in jail, but after Titi revealed that she bought the SIM card just 6 months ago, the police had to go back, they did their findings, and then they realized she was telling the truth and they let her go. As for the kidnappers, they are still on the run till this day. This was how Titi escaped jail.